The final night of the Republican convention will feature a powerful plea for criminal justice reform from someone who knows the system from the inside. 65-year-old Alice Marie Johnson spent more than 20 years in prison after receiving a life sentence for a first-time nonviolent drug and money laundering conviction. 2 years ago, President Trump granted her clemency after Kim Kardashian West highlighted the case. Vladimir Duthiers spoke to Johnson about her long journey.
What do you want people to know about your story, how far you've come?
I want them to know that I am an ordinary woman who has been put in an extraordinary situation. I'm a blessed woman who spent almost 22 years incarcerated with people who I came to love, who I promised I would never stop fighting for.
Alice's story underscores the disparities and unfairness that can exist in criminal sentencing.
You feel that President Trump saved your life?
Yes, he had the ability to save my life from life in prison, yes. He is the one who released me from that terrible sentence to rejoin my family.
I'm free to hug my family. Yes. I'm free to live life. I'm free to start over.
You talked about the family that you have and that you left behind in prison.
We developed bonds that were just as close, really, as blood bonds. These are the women who I cried with. We laughed together. We celebrated. We comforted each other. We dreamed about being at home together. My story is the story of thousands of others who were caught up in a system and sentenced way too harshly.
Do you think that both sides, both Republicans and Democrats, should find a common ground in bringing criminal justice reform to this country?
As I say, it is not a partisan issue. This is something that should grieve everyone. No party can do this by themselves. They will have to find common ground. And that common ground is the people who they represent.
And what does that mean to people who are hopeful, who see your story and are inspired by it?
I done let that concrete and steel and razor wire become what I was going to see as my future of life forever. So even in the darkest times, as long as you have hope and you can still dream, there is nothing that can hold you back.
That was our Vlad Duthiers reporting, of course. This is an amazing woman. I mean, to
Yes.
be able to say
You're so
that
right.
I've been blessed after even though she spent nearly 22 years in prison.
Yep, I've met her a couple times. Number one, she's lovely, she's strong, and she's now dedicating her life to helping others. She's a perfect example of what is wrong with the criminal justice system and why there need to be some major changes there. If you doubt that, just listen to Alice Marie Johnson's story. It's an amazing story. And Vlad had a very funny moment. We shot it a little differently, so if you're like me going, why did he do it that way? I do not know, but it was a little... I was trying to figure
Disclaimer.
I was trying to figure that out too. But he had a very funny moment where he said, when Alice first went in, you know, social media was not a big deal. So when she heard that she had gone viral, she didn't know what that meant, and she thought that she had given the internet a virus.
She thought she'd
so we're
infected
happy
people.
that she had infected people. So no, Alice Marie Johnson, you did not do that.
No.
We are so glad that you're out, and we're so glad that you were able to tell your story. And she's on deck tonight. She's speaking at the
look forward to her
Republican.
speech tonight.
Very much looking forward to it. She said Kim Kardashian West was an angel in her life who brought her to the attention to the Trump administration, and she's out and she will be speaking tonight. I can't wait to hear what she's got to say.
All right. We'll be right back. Stay with us.